football, very exciting. Both teams, I'm sure, real optimistic for the start of the new year. You got two teams that are arch rivals, great weather, everything's set here for what should be a super game.
St. Viator is trying to better its record of last year when it was 2-7. And they have a player, number 48, Matt Lannis, who will start at the tailback position. One of the better players in the area, gained over 500 yards last year.
And Matt Lannis is outstanding. St. Viator offense struggled a little bit last year. If they're going to get on track, Lannis has got to be the one. Very exciting breakaway type back that can score on any type play.
Another key player for Viator, number 44, Jim Baborchi. You'll see him primarily at a linebacking position tonight. He had 8 sacks last year, John, and if he's healthy, he'll be tough for Hersey.
Yeah, he's the leader of a strong group of St. Viator linebackers. As a junior, like you said, led the team in sacks. Very quick, good at rushing the passer.
Hersey 6-4 last year. They play in the tough Mid-Suburban League North. The 10th game being a playoff loss to the Notre Dame Dons. They're coached by Bruce Glover. And you talk about Hersey, Pat Ford, number 76, a bona fide college prospect at the offensive tackle spot.
And he is an outstanding lineman, as is their entire offensive line. And in the past, really, Hersey's star players have been their skill position players. This year, it's Pat Ford, the big guy in the offensive line, along with his teammates, should really set up the Hersey offense.
Returning at senior, the other side of the ball, Cliff Ryan, the nose tackle, one of the better players at that position in the area, a real gung-ho kind of guy, and he keeps him going.
He is an outstanding player. We saw him have a couple of great games last year. Not real big for a defensive lineman, but super quick, knows how to play the game. One of only 2 guys in the league returning as an all-conference player.
The 92 season opener, it's St. Viator and Hersey from Goins Stadium in Arlington Heights, and the opening kickoff is coming up next. Stay with us.
DMX subscribers, if you've been waiting for the DJ
Goins Stadium in Arlington Heights, home of the Hersey Huskies. Set for the 1992 season opener. The St. Viator Lions have won the toss. They have elected to receive the football. John, everybody is pumped here. Kind of expecting a bigger crowd, but nevertheless, high school football.
Good crowd for the opener, and again, both these teams, players largely from the community of Arlington Heights. So these are 2 natural arch rivals, both from different conferences, but 2 teams that will go at it hard. And I'm looking forward to an outstanding game.
Rathman and Lannis are deep for St. Viator.
Keep an eye on Lannis. He is the speed threat, one of the fastest guys in the conference this year, so I'm sure the Hersey defense well schooled on watching him.
Joe Bogow with the kick. It's pretty short. It's headed toward Lannis. And he takes it across the 20. Got some running room. Lannis can fly. Out near midfield, Lannis across the 50, still going. Into Husky territory, inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. That is a perfect start for St. Viator.
And not a bad way to start the season for the guys in white. Tough season last year, but like you said, they came back and won 2 of their last 3, and here they start the season with Matt Lannis. Watch on the kickoff return. Not sure why Hersey kicked to his side, but look at the speed and the moves. Good block right there, and you'll see ahead of him, if we can get him on the screen, number 78 did some great blocking downfield, Brad Fultz, but Lannis, some nice moves on his own.
Brian Kopp, the junior quarterback, sets him down for Viator. That's Schweitzer. Make that
Jim. I think that was
Stoltz.
Jimmy
That
Stoltz,
was
the
Stoltz.
fullback. Everybody keying on Lannis. Good fake by the quarterback Kopp, and Stoltz, the fullback, going right up the middle. Nice misdirection, good blocking, a great hole up the middle. And Hersey defense completely fooled. And St. Viator under coach Jack Smolanek in his 2nd year at the Lion helm, really coming out strong, Bert.
1st and 10 from the 14-yard line. Stoltz and Lannis, the 2 backs here. Kopp, this is a pitch. Lannis has to cut it back toward the inside, and he fights for about 4 or 5. Mark Schuler, the linebacker, the junior linebacker for Hersey, in on the stop.
I think the Hersey team right now just trying to gather their wits after that long kickoff return. They really haven't got their defense set. They look a little bit confused, and right off the bat, momentum strong in favor of St. Viator. So we'll see if the Hersey defense can stiffen.
Jason Lockbeer is the center for Viator, a senior. He replaces Ray O'Hara, who graduated. O'Hara was a good center last year for Viator. This is 2nd and 6. They gave Lannis 4. Lannis again. Nice move. Lannis still on his feet. End zone touchdown, Viator.
Unbelievable run by that guy right there, number 48. You can see him through all those orange and brown jerseys. Matt Lannis weaving in and out defenders. There was some good blocking, but I'll tell you what, Bert, he did a lot of that on his own. Watch on the replay, as good a 13-yard run as you're going to see. Man, great cutbacks. Cut right, cut left. Those are the kind of moves really very hard to teach. You do those on instinct. And Matt Lannis starting off the season with a bang. St. Viator up 6-0. And Hersey in a semi-state of shock on the sidelines right now.
Ed Devaney is in for St. Viator to attempt the point after. Brian McLaughlin will snap it. Ball is down, kick is up, it is good. So a minute and 19 seconds into the season, the Lions score on their first possession set up on the run back by Lannis and the touchdown by Lannis, and they lead it 7-0.
And if the Hersey players didn't believe their coaches when they said Matt Lannis is the guy to watch and is a good one, they do now. Outstanding kickoff return, and then he takes it in from 13 yards, weaving in and out defenders. And there's a look at the scoring drive. Not much. 3 plays, 48 yards. The scoring run by Lannis set up by his own kickoff return. How about that to start the season?
That's pretty unbelievable. If I'm not mistaken, last year, did we do Viator and Hersey last year, the beginning of the season, the game that Hersey won, and we saw a drive on the beginning of the game for a touchdown that Hersey went on to win 41-0.
That's right. And a good look at that St. Viator crowd there. And there's a look at St. Viator all the way down near the bottom of those East Suburban Catholic Conference standings. But certainly Coach Jack Smolanek getting his rebuilding program underway and looking for much better things this year. They're predicted, I think, for about the middle of the pack.
Joliet Catholic, boy, Bob Stone, they just keep producing tremendous players down there, and Joliet Catholic again favored to win the East Suburban Catholic.
They'd be favored to win some college conferences, Joliet Catholic would.
Devaney to kick. Ryan Archer and Jim Couts are back for Hersey. 7-0 Viator, a minute 19 into the game. The Lions on the 14-yard run by Lannis. Here's Devaney's kick. It's a good one, and that's taken by Ryan Archer. Archer behind the wedge across the 30. Good run back out near the 35-yard line, and we'll get a look at Hersey on offense for the first time this year.
Yeah, that's pretty good field position for Hersey at the 35, and he did have a wall of blockers ahead of him. I'm surprised he didn't get even more. Somebody in the St. Viator defense kind of knifed through and broke up that wedge.
Eric Carlson will be the quarterback. That was Hersey last year, 250 yards a game, about the middle of the pack. That's pretty good offensive production. You'd like to get it up near around 300. Movement, and the flags are thrown here. Movement in the backfield of the Huskies on first down.
Looks like Hersey a little bit out of sync early on. You see Coach Bruce Glover calmly talking to his players. He realizes no big trouble here. It's still the start of the game, but definitely the momentum right now to St. Viator. We saw that stat of 249s for the Hersey offense. That's a little bit misleading, though, Bert. We've seen the Hersey offense over the last 4 or 5 years. They will play out of the run and shoot. They spread receivers all over the field, and it's a very explosive offense that Bruce Glover runs here at Hersey High School.
Carlson behind senior Steve Beal. Maybe we can talk about him as time permits. Option play. Carlson pitches it out. That's Messer. Messer gets across the 35 to about the 39-yard line.
Number 26, Jim Messer, solid fullback. And this is the first varsity game for Eric Carlson. We get a look there at the St. Viator defense. And there's some stats I think they'd like to change, especially against the run. You could see they were highly susceptible last year. A little bit better against the pass, but the overall defense for St. Viator will have to improve this year if they're going to up their record.
Second and about 8. They actually spotted it at the 36. Long count, quick slant, that was tipped. Excellent play by Charles Yu, the senior defensive tackle, who swatted that with his arm. He just got a piece of it, and it goes incomplete.
Eric Carlson trying his first pass, and again, he is an untested player coming off the sophomore team from last year, a highly successful sophomore team. They were 7-2, but Carlson takes over the quarterback helm at Hersey, replacing all-conference player Tom Naus. So a lot of pressure here in his first varsity game on the young junior, Eric Carlson.
Option play, and Carlson will keep it. He'll be short of a first down. Tackled by Baborchi, the linebacker. Jim Baborchi, the outstanding linebacker for Viator, who we talked about. And officials timeout. They'll be close here. I think he's going to be about a yard short, but they're going to measure it anyway.
And that was a great way to defend the option play there is Baborchi, the linebacker, sticking with the quarterback, realizing that the outside guy would take the back. Baborchi bringing him down, I believe, before the first down marker. Boy, you remember Tom Naus running that play for Hersey last year. He was a bull. It took about 3-4 guys to bring him down.
Oh, it is a first down from here. It looked like he was short, but by about half the length of the football.
And that's got to be a big confidence builder for the young junior quarterback. Carlson picks it up. First down for Hersey, and I think they needed that. It's only early in the game, but they needed that little bit of break to get him going.
Beck will go wide right here, and Archer is to the left. Slot right, 1st and 10, about 9 minutes in the first quarter, 7-0 Viator. Here's a slot back reverse that time. Counts, Jim Counts.
Well, Hersey's got a bevy of running backs this year. Jim Counts, one of them. We've already seen a couple others, but they will run about 3 or 4 different backs in the game. And that play right there, Bert, is one we've seen Hersey run over the years. That little slot back reverse, highly successful play. And if the defense is not disciplined to stay at home, it'll break for a big one.
Probably Hersey a little more diverse on offense, and we'll see that as the night goes on. 2nd down and 3. The ball's at the 49-yard line. First man through, Messer. Messer, another first down across midfield to the 44-yard line of Viator.
Defensively right now, St. Viator playing what's becoming much more of a common defensive set for high school teams, and that's 3 down linemen and the 2 outside linebackers really up at the defensive end spot, but they don't get down in the 3-point stand. So it's like a 30 defense, 2 guys on the outside. Key guy in the line to watch for Viator, number 79, Tony Monaco. He's a good one inside.
Carlson's going to throw this time. Gets a good block, and he steps up. He's got to keep it, and Carlson is hit hard, but he does pick up 6 or 7 yards. He's a bit slow to get up, but he looks like he's okay.
Good pressure on the quarterback. You saw Carlson does have the ability to scramble. The St. Viator defense converged on him quick. Looks like he's got a little bit of the turf inside his helmet.
He may have to water the helmet.
But clearly Carlson has shown right off the bat that he's got some good mobility. Nice quick move there, but good convergence by the St. Viator defense. Number 66, McLaughlin from the linebacker spot.
Counts is in the slot here. 2nd down, Messer. Gang tackle, nowhere on the play. Matt Crossan, the junior linebacker, in on the stop for Viator.
Crossan and Monaco and a host of others, and that was strength against strength. The Hersey offensive line, we talked about them early in the game. Big, veteran, strong group. They tried to go right over him that time, but the St. Viator defense plugs up the middle. So far the Lions pretty impressive defensively.
I like the combination that they have. Bruce Glover likes Carlson at quarterback. He thinks that he calls him a pure quarterback behind the center. Steve Beal at center. Good to have somebody with experience at that position with a junior quarterback. To the air. Screen. Complete. Messer. And he'll be close to a first down, and he made a nice play to avoid Crossan.
Well, Carlson looked sharp on that one, and you're right. Mike Crossan, the St. Viator linebacker, had a free shot at him right here. There's the nice screen pass. Good move right there. And just picks up enough for a first down. Monaco brings him down, but I believe a little bit late.
4th down, and it's about a foot to go for a first down. And they are going to go for it. In Viator territory.
Yeah.
Good numbers for Jim last year. A sneak, Carlson into the secondary. Nobody can catch him. Carlson, touchdown.
And the Hersey crowd going nuts as they tie the ball game or come within 1 point. Is that guy right there, the junior quarterback in his first game at the varsity level, Eric Carlson. Looked like just a little quarterback keeper over the right tackle spot. Good fake, but Carlson busted it for a touchdown.
Here's a 35-yard quarterback sneak.
Yeah, they went right over Pat Ford, the outstanding offensive lineman. Good fake, set it up, but Carlson showing some excellent explosiveness.
And we might be able to see that again. He lost a shoe too, John, on that play. You saw the shoe go flying there. This for the tie coming up.
Not a bad way to start the season here. Pretty exciting football game for just one quarter of play, not even yet.
Mike Brown for the point after. Ernie Costello will hold here. A one-shoed 35-yard quarterback sneak for a touchdown. I haven't seen that one, John.
Interesting call on 4th and short yardage. I don't think they were thinking touchdown right there. They were just trying to pick up a hard yard, and suddenly Carlson burst through the entire St. Viator defense.
Good snap, ball down, kick up. It is good. Both teams moving the ball on their first possession here of the 92 season, and with 6:16 to go in the first quarter, we're tied at 7.
We're going to get another look here at the quarterback sneak turn touchdown. You see Carlson running low, breaks really only one tackle there. Only one guy got a hand on him. There's what you were talking about. Burt outran his shoe, and with one shoe went into the end zone. I don't think he cared at that point. And not a bad way to start our TCI high school football season here. Hope this is an indication of the kind of games we're going to get. Well, what do you think? Are they going to kick away from Lannis? One would think so this time.
Eric Carlson, a junior. I talked to Bruce Glover before the game, and I said, well, how does he look? How does he feel tonight? And Bruce Glover said, well, he's a quarterback. He's going to be better next year, he thinks, but right now he likes his poise and his attitude and his ability to run the offense.
Well, I think the key is next year he said he'll be physically stronger, but right now he's a very polished quarterback for a junior. And I think the words Bruce Glover used was he's just a pure quarterback.
Uga will kick. Oh, a short kick. I don't know if he wanted to do that or not. Lannis. Flag thrown. Might see a clip.
Hersey players in the sidelines all clapping. Looks like they picked up the clip. Not sure why they keep kicking over to the side of Matt Lannis, though. They're going to have to learn.
It could be that the way their coverage is set up, they might feel stronger on that side. And there's the clip you saw right there. Nick Travaglio was down deep for the coverage, and he got hammered, and that was a good call.
All right, well, so far, neither defense has been able to stop the offense. We'll see if the Hersey defense can come up with a first stop. It's number 52 there, Carlo Areno. Outstanding linebacker for Hersey. He was a starter last year calling the signals. Carlo warming up before the game, and to say the least, Mr. Groner, he was ready to play.
This will push it back to the 12-yard line, first down and 10 after the penalty. Out of the eye. Lannis, boy, he's quick. Into the secondary. Matt Lannis down the sideline he goes.
Ooh.
Out of bounds.
Took out one of the ball girls there.
Nate Carriser, the safety, made the stop.
Well, Matt Lannis right here in this first quarter of his senior season has clearly established himself as one of the backs to watch in the area. Hersey had a guy like him last year in Brad Alpert, fastest guy in the conference. And Lannis, we saw him play last year, but he looks a lot quicker, a lot stronger. He's grown a little bit since last year.
Last year, not good numbers. Although tonight they're on a pace to better that. Lannis on the pitch. Around the end. Boy, he is fast. He'll be close to a first down.
Now they're running Matt Lannis left. That time they put him on the pitch out right. shows some great moves, and he clearly has another gear faster than anyone on the Hersey defense, so they're going to have to try to contain him. And of course, the more you watch the one guy, it leaves it open for some of the other players to break it.
And really, with the type of back he is, John, from what we've seen, that's probably the best formation they can run out of is the I, because you could play a tendency if they run split, so out of the I, they seem to do better. Now they split the backs and they throw the football. Overthrown. That was intended for Lannis. Lannis had a good year last year catching the football. 18 passes last year for a little better than an 8-yard average.
That's right. They will throw to him coming out of the backfield. We really haven't talked about the St. Viator quarterback, Brian Kopp, a transfer from Florida. So a little bit of a surprise pickup for the Lions, and he has stepped in as a junior and takes over the quarterback helmet St. Viator. So we'll see how he does. We talked about the pressure on Eric Carlson for Hersey, also on Brian Kopp, the junior quarterback for St. Viator, again, transfer this year from Florida.
Officials time out an equipment adjustment here. Matt Lannis, an equipment problem. 4:25 to go first quarter. 7-7 football game. Bruce Glover with his back to the camera, the head coach, in his 11th year, 49 and 50 his overall record. Now they go back to the I. You can see the comparisons, the Viator offense, Hersey defense. Flag thrown. Movement on the line.
Oh, that's a big penalty, too, because it was third and short yardage. That will give St. Viator first down. So.
Well, St. Viator, 119 yards a game, most of which was on the ground. They only had about 350 yards last year total in the air, and you can see the Hersey defense about 200 yards a game last year. Really, ideally, you want to get under about 180 if you're really to advance into the playoffs. Well, they fake the pitch. Stoltz gets it, and Stoltz picks up 5 that time.
And that's the play they have set up, you know, and everyone starts keying on Matt Lannis, and they keep him honest by giving the ball to Jim Stoltz. He's a good, hard-nosed runner inside. The Hersey defense will have to be disciplined, stay at home, play their positions, try to contain Lannis, but also make sure none of the other backs are able to break loose.
And that, a good play to use, the quarterback faking the pitch and then tucking it into the belly of the fullback that time, because the linebackers on their reads sometimes think the tailback gets it. The tailback got it this time. That's Lannis cutting it back toward the inside. Another first down. Brought down by John Spencer, but the chains move, and the Lions, they haven't completed a pass tonight, John, but they moved the football.
And they're giving the ball an awful lot to Matt Lannis. One wonders if he can keep up this kind of running for 4 quarters. If he can, he's going to be in awful good condition. Hersey defensively very similar to St. Viator. They'll play some 30 defense, also some 52. Again, bringing the outside backers up, right up on the line, not getting down to the 3-point stance, but in effect they are like defensive ends. So pretty similar defenses with St. Viator and Hersey. And the guy to watch on the Hersey defense, and that's Carlo Areno, the captain there, but the guy to watch on Hersey, number 70, Cliff Ryan. And you get a look at the defense for Hersey last year. They, as well as St. Viator, very susceptible to the rush, and they'll need to improve that much better against the pass. So both teams last year struggled defensively trying to stop the run.
And we've got an equipment problem with the chains. They have to repair the chains. You can see some of the younger fans here tonight. Perhaps a future Husky football player.
You look at the crowd here, and we've been coming here for opening games for about 3-4 years, and I think this is by far the best crowd. Stands pretty well packed for this opener on Labor Day weekend.
Yeah, they came late tonight. 3rd down and about a yard from the I for Viator. Stoltz, just a simple dive, and he has enough for the first down. Messer, the linebacker, made the stop.
Well, Jim Stoltz and Matt Lannis running the ball for St. Viator. Right now they're doing it on the ground. And I think they're going to keep it that way and see if Hersey can stop them.
Jason Lockfair, the senior center, will set him down here. Brian Kopp, the junior quarterback. This time they go slot left. Dave Dorn now goes in motion. Lannis the other way. He was strung out that time. They read it. Good hit by Bill Noss, the junior cornerback, in on the stop.
And that's the brother of last year's quarterback, Tom Noss. Billy Noss with a great play. The first guy really to get a clean shot on Matt Lannis today. He played it well. Kept his feet moving and put the lick on. We'll get a look at it. Nice job. Billy Noss, junior cornerback.
Clock continues to run, 1.5 minutes for the first. Lions bringing some fresh people in at the slot. Now they go with 2 receivers this time. Mike No is in. They bring in Ryan Liska. So let's see if they go to the air here. Rolling right to the air. That's complete. That's Dave Dorn. Dorn with enough for a first down. That's the second pass attempt by Kopp tonight, and he completes it to Dorn, who just checked in.
And his first completion as a St. Viator Lion for Brian Kopp. Only a short little pattern, but that's got to be a good confidence builder for him. Good pass protection that time. He had plenty of time, and they hit the little flare-out pass. Interestingly, one of his receivers, number 7, Mike Noe, who's been split to the left the last couple times, was last year's quarterback. So they've moved Noe to the wide receiver position. Brian Kopp taking over at quarterback.
On this play, Noe is on the weak side. The pitch to Lannis, left end, cutting it back. He was actually pushed. Cliff Ryan got him around the ankles, and his momentum pushed Lannis about an extra yard or 2.
Cliff Ryan, number 70 for Hersey. We'll see him all over the place defensively tonight. Last year was only a nose guard for them. This year, since everybody's looking out for him, they're going to move him around. There's the cutback move by Lannis. You can see 4 or 5, as many as 6 Hersey players converging on Lannis. They will be on number 48 all night long.
2nd down and 5. Beverly wide left this time, No to the right. And they split the backs, offset formation. Busted play. Kopp to the air, has a man complete. That's Stoltz down the sideline, has a blocker in front of him. Stoltz with a first down to the 6-yard line.
I think they got to put that busted play in their playbook. If it was a busted play, a nice adjustment by Brian Kopp, kept his composure. And how about the blocking downfield of receiver Matt Beverly? Let's take a look at this. I believe it was a botched play. And Kopp makes do, finds the open receiver. Stoltz takes it. Look at the blocking by Beverly, number 20. He gave Stoltz an extra 10 yards.
And a great shot by Ken McCarthy and our crew here tonight. That was our field level camera. And we have played 1 quarter at Hersey High School in Arlington Heights. A good football game for the opener at St. Viator 7, Hersey 7. We'll be back. And the fans at Hersey High School on Thomas, just about a half a mile east of Rand Road. A perfect Labor Day weekend, a perfect night for a high school football game. We're tied at 7, and it is 1st down and goal for Viator. Lannis, fumble on the play. Hersey thinks they have it. Have to wait till they unpile to see. No indication yet. Viator kept it. Get another look at it. It was
Brian Kopp, the quarterback, was able to wrestle that ball back. Everybody at Hersey pointing. There's the miss exchange and the handoff. Battle for the ball, and it looked like there's the Hersey players pointing, but the only point that counted, the referees went towards St. Viator, and that is a big non-turnover there because St. Viator's had a great drive going. If they would have lost the ball there, that would have been a big boost for Hersey. As it is, St. Viator keeps it with a chance to score.
They lose 10 yards on the play, but keep the ball. 2nd down, 17, and make that 14. They change that on the board, so
I know
it's
this
2nd and
can't
goal.
be instant replay. They're not looking up at the booth to see. They didn't put that in high school football, did they?
No.
Just checking.
So a loss of 7 on the play. This time Lannis is split to the right. No is also in there as a receiver, and Beverly in. One back. Double tights in. To the air, over the middle. Is it caught? And I think they're going to rule that a completion, and if that's the case, that was Dave Dorn with his second catch, and that'll be down at the 2-yard line.
Boy, and that was a tough one to see, but it was a great catch by Dorn. It was thrown low. He had to go down and get it. Let's watch Kopp back in the pocket. 2 guys around the ball, and he did come up with a good call by the ref and a great catch down at the shoestrings.
He collided with Lannis, who was running a short post pattern, and they were